what's poppin', koalas and bananas? It's your favorite supreme leader, Cameron. And NBA 2K21 is finally here, okay? It's been way too long, and we're starting off the year by bringing you guys a LeBron James build in NBA 2K21. Now, to make this build fairly accurate, I am looking to the My Team cards from last year. Now, this is a 2020/2021 LeBron James build. This is not a Prime Miami Heat build. We'll have another video for that later. So we need to give LeBron James a respectable 3. We're going to aim for the high to low 70s. As Ronnie said, that's where you need to be a decent threat from 3. We obviously want to get LeBron James as much passing ability as possible, as he's averaging over 10 assists per game this season. He needs to be a respectable defender, but not a crazy good defender. He's obviously not any lockdown in 2020/2021. And he's a pretty solid slasher. Obviously, he's not crazy getting mad contact dunks like he used to be, but we still need LeBron James to be able to finish inside with ease. So this is going to be a pretty all-round build. But before we get into it, guys, if you could smash that like and subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. As well as check out bballcases.com. There'll be a link in the description if you guys want any high quality NBA or NBA 2K phone cases. Okay, guys, so we're now in the My Play builder, and as you guys can see, we're making the LeBron James build at small forward. He is a small forward. Now, we could have gone for the 6'8" point guard this year. However, the small forward is going to give us a lot better badges. I must explain that later in the video, but let's just click continue and get to making this LeBron James build. So I'm going to pick this pie chart right here, which is the playmaking and slashing pie chart. Now, there's a few pie charts that you could go. The other one that I'd recommend is going for this the pure playmaker build. At 6'8" small forward, this is a really good option, and it's going to give you a slightly higher 3, but it's going to dramatically decrease your finishing ability. So if we're going to go for this playmaking slasher, as that's really no surprise, that's I'm sure what most people would consider LeBron James to be. Now, for the physical profile, we're going for the bottom profile. Now, there's a lot of profiles that he could be, depending on the day. You know, LeBron likes to switch it up, but in 2K, strength is not ridiculously important. So I was thinking that this bottom pie chart, where that equally spreads the speed, strength, acceleration, and vertical around, is a very nice use for LeBron James. As you guys know, he's not the fastest player, but he can turn up if he needs to. He can be pretty fast. He could definitely jump high. Obviously not as high as he could in Miami. You know, that was something different. And then obviously LeBron, he got a good amount of strength behind him. So this is the pie chart that we're going. I think it's a very fair pie chart for LeBron James. Also, it's going to give you a decent experience while playing Park and in the NBA and everything like that. Now, the first things we're going to do is max out what's very important. So we're going to be maxing out the shot close, driving layup, and driving dunk, as these are our most important finishing stats. We're then going to max out our mid-range and our 3-point shooting, as that's fairly important for LeBron James at this point in his career. We will go back to the post fadeaway after we finish our priorities, and then we want to max out our ball handling and post moves. Now, this is exactly what I would recommend you doing if you're making the pure playmaker version of this build as well. If you guys want the pure point forward version of this LeBron James build, then I would do the exact same thing, just with a different pie chart. Now, as you guys can see, we did move the post moves down to an 82, and that's going to still give us 30 playmaking badges. Now, the reason we went small forward for this build is you get the exact same stats pretty much. However, you do get 30 playmaking badges instead of 25, and you guys know LeBron might be the best playmaker in the league right now, so we definitely want to give him them 30 playmaking badges so that we can have a large variety of playmaking badges, such as downhill, dimer, floor general, lob city passer, handles for days. All these kind of badges are just to make this build really overpowered. Now, next we want to give him a solid defense. Obviously, we don't want to be going into the park with a terrible defense. Now, I think interior defense, perimeter defense, and lateral quickness is the very minimum you need to upgrade. I'm going to go max out my block and give him a little bit of defensive rebounding until he gets them 3 defensive/rebounding badges, and that requires a 66 defensive rebounding. Now, we have 43 more attributes to put into other things, and this is really up to you. You guys can choose to get some more finishing badges. However, I'm going to put it into post fades and get 6 shooting badges. 6 shooting badges. You guys know LeBron does have a pretty solid post fade, so this isn't anything incredibly out of the ordinary, but the 6 shooting badges will make a huge difference in your ability to shoot, especially from the corner. You guys know you can slap on that gold catch and shoot, gold corner specialist, and with a solid 3-point shot, we're not quite getting into the 70s. However, you definitely not be able to hit the corner shot. So now we have 14 attributes, and you can actually choose between getting another finishing badge, or you can get another defensive badge by upgrading that defensive rebounding by 1 more, and then upgrading your offensive rebounding. So it's really up to you. For this build, I think I'm gonna go get another finishing badge. No reason in particular, that's just what I wanted to do. Now for the height and everything, for the body weight, you can really choose whatever you want for the body shape. Sorry, obviously I think LeBron is pretty built, so we're gonna go built, and then 6'8", as LeBron is 6'8", obviously. We're gonna make our weight at 250 pounds, because that is what Google says LeBron James weighs. And then for our wingspan, we go to an 84 wingspan. LeBron James has an 84.3 wingspan. If you guys go 85, it doesn't really matter too much, but if you go down by 1, then you get the +1 ball handling. Also, the 84 wingspan is going to give you 1 extra point on strength. You guys know LeBron has a nice little strength, so this is a really good build. As you guys can see, it's incredibly all-rounded. You guys get a 70 mid-range, a 62 3-point shot, but you do get 6 shooting badges, so you're going to be able to hit the shots from the corner. You get a 74 ball control, which is very solid, a 79 passing accuracy, very solid. You guys know you're going to be throwing dimes, so you're going to be able to play make a fair bit. You have an 84 post move, so if you need to go into the post, you can go into the post. You also have a 74 post fade, so your post options are unlimited pretty much. You can go to the post fade, and then you've got your great inside finishing stats with an 80 driving dunk, 81 driving layup, and 88 shot close, and you've got a respectable defense. So this is a really good all-round build. Now obviously I think honestly, right now, I would go give LeBron James a playmaking takeover, but slashing takeover is far more fun. So we're going to choose a slashing takeover. Now, as you guys can see, it says we have built a slasher. However, this is really a facilitating slasher, facilitating finisher, considering we get 30 playmaking badges, which is absolutely ridiculous. 30 playmaking badges on a non-pure playmaking build is incredibly good. So just want to click continue. And now when you do get your badges in NBA 2K21, you're going to be able to choose from a large variety of badges, because you just have so many options with this build. Look, 16 finishing badges, 30 playmaking badges. This is how I would upgrade it for LeBron James. Obviously, I go fast break finisher, silver, contact finisher, Hall of Fame, giant slayer, Hall of Fame, relentless finisher, Hall of Fame, and you get 2 badges to really mess around with whatever you want. You could chuck it on drop stepper, fancy footwork, any of those kinds of badges. For your shooting badges, as I already said, catch and shoot gold, as well as corner specialist gold. It's going to give you the best chance of hitting the shots from the corner, so you can be really valuable to your team when you don't have the ball, being able to space the court out from the corner. Then moving on to the playmaking badges, we're going for a more LeBron James type build, so we're not going for a crazy dribble type build. We can't speed boost, so we're going to put on that dimer Hall of Fame, downhill Hall of Fame, Lob City passer Hall of Fame, floor general Hall of Fame, post spin technician Hall of Fame, stop and go Hall of Fame, as well as we probably want to get maybe like some needle threader in there, you know, some unpluckable in there. Quick first step actually probably needs to be Hall of Fame. We'll turn you know, we don't need stop and go Hall of Fame. We'll go stop and gold silver. We'll go quick first step Hall of Fame. And then you can chuck on this on like Space Creator or something like that. As I said, all the badges are really up to you guys. This is just a recommendation for you. As you guys know, you have a really high post move. So that post spin technician is going to be absolutely deadly. You don't have quick first step, obviously, is an amazing badge. Floor general, amazing badge. Dimer, all these badges are going to make you play exactly like LeBron, helping out your team and making your team better. And now for your defensive badges, I mean, you can really do, we don't have that much of a defensive ability, but we do have it. Now, obviously, this is a LeBron James build, so if I would be disrespectful, I'd be disrespecting LeBron if I didn't put that chase down artist on at least gold. But you guys know, if you guys are playing park, I'd probably put it on like clamps or something like that, pick dodger, whatever you guys need. But you guys know this is LeBron James, so we're putting it on chase down artists on gold. But either way, guys, that's the end of the video. It's currently 1 a.m., so I do sound kind of dead. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, smash that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate every single one of you guys that watched all the way in. 2K21, we're dropping mad videos, and I'm out. See ya.